We choose to go to the moon. We choose to go to the moon in this decade and do the other things, not because they are easy, but because they are hard. Because that goal will serve to organize and measure the best of our energies and skills. Because that challenge is one that we're willing to accept, one we are unwilling to postpone, and one we intend to win, and the others too.
Nearly 7 years after Kennedy's declaration that the U.S. would put a man on the moon before the end of the decade, on the morning of July 16, 1969, Apollo 11 astronauts Neil Armstrong, Buzz Aldrin, and Michael Collins sat within the Saturn V of the Kennedy Space Center. At 9:32 a.m., the engines fire and Apollo 11 clears the tower. Just 12 minutes later, the crew is in Earth's orbit. After 1.5 orbits, Apollo 11 gets a go for translunar injection and the crew heads for the moon, with the journey taking 3 days. A day after, Armstrong and Aldrin climb into the Eagle lunar module and begin their descent, while Collins orbits in the Columbia Command module. After a series of stressful moments and blaring alarms, Armstrong manually pilots and lands the lunar module at 4:18 p.m., with only seconds of fuel remaining. Mission Control erupted in celebration as Armstrong radios, "Houston, Tranquility Base here. The Eagle has landed." Hours later, at 10:56 p.m., with more than 500,000 people watching on television, Armstrong climbs down the ladder.
I'm going to step off the limb now. That's one small step for man, one giant leap for mankind.
After exploring the magnificent desolation that is the lunar surface for 2.5 hours, collecting samples and taking photographs, Aldrin and Armstrong leave behind an American flag, a patch honoring the Apollo 1, and a plaque attached to one of the Eagle lander's legs that reads, "Here men from planet Earth first set foot upon the moon. July 1969 AD. We came in peace for all mankind." On July 24th, Kennedy's challenge was complete, with the crew splashing into the Pacific Ocean off the coast of Hawaii. Armstrong later described the mission as a beginning of a new age, with others discussing the future journeys to Mars that sadly still have not yet come to fruition. It has been over 50 years since Neil Armstrong took that first step, yet the moon landing still sparks public imagination as one of the most important moments in human history. It was a beautiful adventure that inspired people around the globe and was truly a show of courage and ingenuity.